Back in 2017, I remember a time where I felt like I wasn't happy with the way my face looked. I felt I was getting, jowly and lots of lines on my face. I didn't look happy particularly either. I felt like my face was drooping and I looked unhappy because I wasn't happy, and that's part of the problem. And at this time, I actually came across, through my Facebook feed, some information about a face yoga challenge, a 30-day face yoga challenge. And as a yoga teacher and a yoga practitioner, I thought, why not sign up and give it a go and see what happens? And so I signed up and I began, and the teacher each day gave us, 5 to 7 minutes of exercises with breathing to tone and work the different muscles of our face. And what I found interesting about the practice is, though it is superficial to want to change the way you look, there's of course a deeper inner element to how we feel about how we look and how we feel about ourselves. And if we feel good about ourselves, if we feel good about the way we look, then we feel better in general. And so I went about this 30-day challenge and practiced the exercises. And now, some 6 or so years later, I'm still practicing some of those exercises on a daily basis because I enjoy doing them. They make me feel good. And I know that I'm using the muscles of my face and I'm improving the skin tone, the quality of my skin, the quality of my facial muscles, and I'm improving my ability to smile as well, because I've noticed over the years since that I find smiling a lot easier, it comes a lot more naturally, and I think that's something that we can do to improve how we feel about ourselves and also improve how others feel. If we can smile at someone genuinely and in a relaxed way, then their automatic response is actually to smile back at us too. And then that's going to make them feel good as well. So for me, face yoga practice is about feeling good on the inside, is about feeling good about how I look, and also helping others to feel good about themselves. Now, interestingly, in yoga in general, in Ayurveda or in traditional Chinese medicine, which relates to the Japanese therapeutic style of yoga that I teach, something called facial diagnosis is a really important part of understanding our health and well-being, because the health of our body is reflected in our face. So for instance, if we have dark purple shadows under our eyes, which I might have a little bit of today, it means our kidneys are a little bit drained. If we have a really sharp crease here in between the eyebrows, that relates to our liver. If we have lots of lines along our forehead, that relates to our large intestine. And also jowls here also relate to poor or the sagging of the intestinal organs. The cleft of the chin relates to our sexual function. And so different parts of the body are related to different parts of our face. And we can see someone's health if we train ourselves to understand what these signs and symptoms mean, and different colors. We can learn to see where someone might be deficient or have an excess in their body. So people with a large bulbous or red nose would have a heart condition potentially. So I'm not saying that you can diagnose yourself accurately necessarily. Of course, you want to work with a trained medical professional. If you see something in your face and you go, oh, well, that's a concern, then definitely get some tests done, see a professional to get some assistance to help better understand what those signs and symptoms mean. But the face is definitely the key or the picture of our body. So if we can maintain naturally a nice clear skin, good color on the face, then that is a reflection of our inner organs. So if something is going wrong inside of you, it will be reflected in your face potentially. Not all the time, of course, and the signs can be subtle, like the color of the lips. Your lips might be a pale color or a white color. That would indicate poor blood flow in certain organs, and that type of thing. So the lower lip generally relates to the intestines, where the upper lip is more the stomach. So things like that, learning to see the face. And by doing face yoga, we promote the flow of energy, not only in our face, but then that's reflected in our organs as well. So that's my little overview of face yoga. I do practice on a daily basis, only for a few minutes, very simple, first thing in the morning. How I like to prepare myself for my face yoga practice is to first put some cold water on my face, several just splashes of water to activate and wake the face up in the morning. And then I actually apply a facial oil. I use the Weleda brand Soothing Almond Facial Oil, which I find is a lovely oil to use on my face, but any other plant-based oil is a great idea if you have some in your cupboard, or you can go to a store to buy some. And just gently rubbing or patting that in, and then I go about doing my exercises. And it's also important to breathe as we move. So just like in yoga, we breathe through our postures, our asana practice, so too we breathe when we do our face yoga exercises. Now, I have 1 or 2 other videos talking about face yoga with some examples of the practice, but please feel free to just Google face yoga. There's a lot of different people out there doing this. Find someone that you connect with, someone that you feel comfortable to practice with online, and there's lots of free videos available out there for you to explore. All right, well, I wish you well on your face yoga journey. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.